Very much. Cllr McKenzie.
As we sit here, Lord Provost, a team of workers employed by Remora Industrial Cleaning, which is a private company from the English Midlands, is out polishing the uneven, cracked pavements of Dalry Road. The same pavements, Lord Provost, that are due to be replaced as part of the 20-minute neighbourhood project next year. I've been informed that the middens that have accumulated on the side streets nearby are not to be touched as part of this project, and I'm yet to find a resident or business owner in Gorgie Dalry who thinks this is a good use of public money. Does the council leader agree with me that this is an example of getting the basics wrong? And will he apologise to our own waste and cleansing workers for failing to deliver on his promise to focus on insourcing and for failing to direct these resources to them so that they can meet the real waste and cleansing needs of the city?
Councillor Day.
Thank you, Lord Provost. I thank Councillor McKenzie for his question. I know that we're putting a lot of money into, as we committed in our leadership of the administration back 2 years ago, that we want to get basic services right. And I think we've seen a number of images of before and after across nearly every ward in the city about the improvements that the officers have been making. I don't have the specifics on Dalry Road, but it's absolutely our commitment to continue with our ambition to in-source services through the 5-year term of this administration. That won't happen overnight. But we're in regular discussions with the heads of service across every part of the council to bring as many council services in-house where possible. On the specifics of Dalry Road, Lord Provost, if you wouldn't mind, I can pass to Councillor Arthur.
Councillor Arthur.
So it's important to remember that last year this council did vote and agree to invest more money in street cleanliness. And unfortunately, Councillor McKenzie wasn't able to support that extra money being invested in his ward to clean up that street, and that's something I'm sure he regrets. Nonetheless, the Transport Committee did look quite carefully at how that money should be prioritised, and we did reach cross-party agreement, I think I'm right in saying, and about where that money should be spent. Of course, Councillor McKenzie would have been free to come along to the Transport Committee and make the case for not cleaning up the streets in his ward, as he seems to be making today, but I don't think he did that. As for the use of private company, I think that's generally because the sum of money we were given last year in the budget was so significant, we would struggle to get the plant in place, get the staff in place, and get that working all within a year. But if that money is maintained in next year's budget, I do hope that we see services coming in-house, and I guarantee the Chamber that will deliver better value for the city, because our street cleanliness team already does a fantastic job, but what we did last year was give them more resources to get the job done right. And hopefully we'll see more of that in our city. But if Councillor McKenzie doesn't want his streets and his wards cleaned up, he's very welcome to come along to the
Point of order, Lord Provost. Standing Order 22.9, the tech conveners used my name in vain repeatedly there, and I don't want my name to be associated with his deflection and spin. I want the streets of Gorgie Dalry.
I'm sorry, it's not about explaining things. It's if there's a point of inaccuracy that you wish to particularly correct, you can do that, but it's not an excuse for second speech.
I would like to correct the point that he's made, or the accusation that I do not want the streets of Gorgie Dalry cleaned. Of course I do, but I and the residents businesses know what those priorities are.
Now we move on. Councillor,
and the private company from the Midlands do not.
Councillor Kumar, question.